Yo, yo, yo. Real Talk No Smoke here, episode 1, and I'm here with
Caesar Arias,
Maya,
and Brenda,
and the host, Eliseo. And the topic today is social and school impact. And the first question is, how does tobacco or vaping use affect students' academic performance and focus in school?
I think it has a huge impact on the student's mindset and just mind in general. I feel like it affects their memory. Like they can have memory loss, like quick memory loss, and like it affects the way they think, the way they comprehend ideas, and yeah.
And I just want to add on to that. I just want to say, there might be some stuff in their head that they want to just take off, but I feel like they should take that out of school and just do it off school, but they shouldn't do it in general.
I agree because it does mess with their behavior, their behavior in school when they're under the influence, because it makes it harder for them to focus on their work and communicate with others, and it's just throughout the whole day basically it makes them not think straight.
I also agree because it could lead to anxiety and other factors that are related to health, and that can tend to make them feel not in their own body.
That is true.
Yeah, my friends, I had friends that have vaped before, and it really it changed them a little bit. It affected their memory, because I remember one time I was just trying to tell him something that we both did, and that he just couldn't remember at all. But it just changes people, and yeah, it really does have an impact on others.
I just want to add on to that because I was at practice yesterday, and my friend, he smoked before practice, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? Because people, they gotta get some stuff out their head, like I said, but that made them forget all the plays and stuff we do on the court, and that could lead to some big mistakes.
Yeah.
I also agree, and I feel the more you vape, and especially when you're in class, you don't really focus on the assignment. You focus on your next bathroom trip and when you're gonna vape next.
Or if not, you're just gonna be sleeping a lot.
Yeah.
Causing a lot of dizziness and stuff like that, and it's not really good.
Yeah, it really does change your priority, because now you're focused on when you can hit your next vape, and not when you can finish homework or do stuff that are actually gonna benefit you.
Yeah, all day is gonna be oh my gosh, where my vape?
Exactly.
You're just gonna be going crazy looking for it, bro.
Next question is, in what ways does smoking or vaping influence peer relationships and social groups among teenagers?
Okay, I think that smoking and vaping can affect friendships and social groups, because it can make people feel under pressure at times, because you could have friends that might be vaping and stuff like that, and you feel like you need to also do it in order to fit in and to keep your friends, and that's not it's not it. Honestly, you don't need to be smoking just to be friends with them. You can just do you on the side, or you can also convince them not to smoke. So you just can't be letting that affect your friendship with others.
Yeah. I just want to add on to that. I just want to say, I feel the main, thing about tobacco or, vaping is that they all started because someone told them to, because it feels good or whatever. But at the end, you feel, worse as a person. You got lazy. You got all that. I'm speaking from, not experience, other people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Continue. Feel you.
That is true.
Yeah, it does affect the way you socialize with others, especially your friend group. Now that you're vaping, you start to just become more hostile, and you don't know how to act sometimes, you know what I mean? You start losing yourself.
Yep.
Exactly. And if you do have friends that don't vape and you do vape, it makes others want to avoid being friends with you, and it's then it's gonna low key make you rethink everything, be damn, why do they don't want to be friends with me because I smoke, and it's then that's gonna make you think damn, I should really stop smoking. So you should really listen to your friends too when they tell you that you shouldn't do it, and they could probably give you out facts that you never knew.
I also agree with all what you guys just said because people tend to like feel peer pressured into vaping and trying to like fit into certain groups just to not lose a friendship, and it tends to make people addicted and like insecure, and I feel like it can conflict with everybody that you know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's true.
It really does affect like the friend group that you attract, because now you're attracting the wrong friend group and you don't even realize it because you're focused on vaping.
Yeah. And then you're just like you're not cool after like not hitting the vape or whatever. Like,
Exactly.
Like, bro, what?
And like I said before, you're just like not in the right mind anymore. Like you're just doing whatever you feel is right because of the vape and not because of your own mind.
Yeah.
You start feeling tunnel vision, just to
Yeah.
one thing.
Anything else?
No, I'm good off that now.
Wait, actually, why do you guys think people vape?
All right, I want to start off. Like I said before at the start, for the first question, or maybe it was the second question, it was stress. Just problems in general that these people have in their minds, or like outside of school that make them like want to like loosen it up and just relax and be in their own world. You know, that's all.
That is true. A lot of people like if I'm in the circle, whatever, we're talking about like why like they started vaping or something like that. They would always talk about how it's for like their mental health or whatever. Like they'll say it helps them like focus and concentrate, but it's like they don't really realize like the negative impact that's actually happening physically to their body.
Yeah.
Their own experience and other people's perspective, I feel like, is more to get out of your own head and like become a version of you that you don't have to feel so reliable on. Like you don't have to focus on what's bad, and you just think vaping is just good for you without knowing like the true impact it leads to you.
I feel How do you think people in school, like teachers, principals, like just administration, like how can they help people who are smoking like get rid of it, or like, you know what I mean, like just walk away from it?
I feel like they could have like a one-on-one with them, like talking about like what's going on at home, what's going on outside of school and stuff like that, cause you never really know what a student's going through, cause they're like all quiet and stuff, and they're like vaping and stuff in the bathroom, and it's kind of like hard to like understand them, you know. So a one-on-one would be great, you know.
I somewhat agree and disagree because some students don't really want to talk about why they vape or like want to talk to anybody about why they do what they do.
I agree on that. That's why I think that people that like are around our age, like other youths, they can like do presentations with students and like explain to them the dangers of vaping. And if they see like people that are also young, they're also talking about this, it can like draw their attention and make them want to listen to that and not smoke or like just quit.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
yeah.
I think things like this, like the podcast that we did before, I think it's like very beneficial towards their growth, and I feel like just the youth in general, like growing as a impactful youth, like we are like the generation, like future generations. So like we have the possibility to really change and help others and become our best selves. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And I feel like trying to talk to people around your age that actually understands vaping or like went through it could help with other people who are struggling to overcome it.
And especially if you have like a friend group that like has a problem with vaping, and like you help them out with that problem, it can also be spread out to other friend groups and also help them with like quitting smoking.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
that's true.
Next question is, how do school policies on tobacco vaping impact student behavior and attitude towards using these products?
I think it's more so of like the fact of setting clear rules and boundaries and consequences about vaping, and like having prevention programs to help students who are struggling, and when they need somebody most, they could have something and somebody to rely on. and like making little programs like after school and like different activities to help get their mind off of certain things.
Yeah.
I could agree on that.
But the thing is that like the school policy, like it's typically just to not vape. You know what I mean? Like there's no help programs. There's nothing that they really put in the school policy to really benefit and help those that are struggling with the addiction.
I feel like they need to change that and like find like ways to actually help the students instead of making them feel guilty for like vaping.
That
Like
is
it doesn't
true.
work. It doesn't
Facts.
help us.
Cause like the searching and stuff like that, it's not doing much. It's just you taking away the vape. Like either way, they're gonna end up buying another one
Exactly.
the same day too. So
Yeah.
it's like if they come up with like better systems, like as you said, like about doing like activities to like draw their attention and keep their minds off of like smoking, it would benefit them a lot in the future too.
Yeah, and
And-
it's so quick to
yeah.
get one.
Exactly.
What were you
And
saying?
what you said, Maya, like when people like when security checks our bag for like vapes, like it can bring students more anxiety, but some people don't care, so it's like in between. Like if you don't want help, then you don't want help. But if you need help, there's a way to ask for it.
But there also are people that don't realize that they do need help.
And
so
that's
why
why
you need to really show that you care and that you're really like worried about their health and stuff like that.
and that's why certain groups could help.
Yeah,
Like
like discouraging
activities,
them
yeah.
and stuff, like to like make them better and, as a person, and like conversating, getting like yeah.
Pretty much, guys.
So real talk, no smoke. Is out of here. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank y'all.